Well, our first upload this evening comes courtesy of Quirks and Foibles, a comedic trio of ladies who create weekly online comedy sketches from 3 different parts of the country. So Katie's in Chichester, Millie is in Surrey, and Amy is up in Leeds. Now, this sketch is something we can all relate to as we reassess our lockdown spending, attempting to cancel an artisan cheese subscription service. Well, I'm very pleased to say that Katie and Amy, 2/3 of Quirks and Foibles, join me now. Good evening to you both, ladies. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. So how did it feel? We'll start with you, Katie. How did it feel hearing your work coming out the speakers on the BBC?
Oh my goodness. I mean, what a dream come true, really. It's what every comedian wants, to be on the BBC.
On the BBC. And so, Amy, how do the 3 of you meet? How do you all know each other? How do you all work together? Because as I mentioned in the intro, you're all from very different parts of the country.
We are indeed. So we all actually met at university. We all went to St Mary's University at Twickenham, and we studied drama and theatre arts. So we were all doing acting. We actually all were in the same halls. We met on the first day, the first night of university, and then the rest is history. We ended up living together, and then we kind of went separate ways after uni, but always wanted to do this, and so we decided, why not?
Why not take the plunge and do it?
Exactly.
And so when you first started, did you start doing sort of stand up on your own? Have any of you done that? Or was it more, we are a trio, we'll do sketches and that's how we'll do it?
So in 2019, we sort of got together, and that was sort of the year that we were like, let's start writing some things. And so we started exploring our different sort of topics. And we were like, in 2020, we'll do something. So we, at the beginning of 2020, you sort of know where this is going. At the beginning of 2020, we started filming our sketches, and we were like, let's release them every 2 weeks whilst we're writing, because we want to do something live. Let's do that and create a channel, a YouTube channel. So we went and we recorded 3 sketches all together. So we had sort of the first 6 weeks, because we were going to do them every 2 weeks. And then we released our first sketch on the 16th of March, 2020. And on the 23rd, we went into lockdown. So we then decided that we were going to do it every week, and we've been doing it every week ever since.
Which is, I mean, within itself, quite an accomplishment. Because I know for a lot of people, a lot of creative people, lockdown was hard. My husband's a stand-up, so I completely sympathise with the whole situation, because, he suddenly found all of his gigs taken off the table, and for all intents and purposes, it's been a year of not working. And so how have you kind of, I don't know, kept your spirits up, I guess?
It's definitely gone through waves and peaks and troughs, basically. There'll be some weeks where we're just bouncing tons of ideas off each other, and we're writing it down in the notebook. And then other weeks we sit there in silence on our weekly meeting, and we're like, what are we going to do next week? And it can be a bit of a journey of a struggle to get there. But we've managed, to get something out every single week.
Which is amazing. And so, Katie, do you always agree? Or is there ever a point where one of you will say, this is a terrible idea, and then the other 2 veto them?
There is a certain amount of trust, and we all sort of know it'll work out all right in the end. There are certain things that we discuss and we do have debates over, and we put to the side. So we say, that's not going to work now. That's not going to work with us in 3 different locations. And there's stuff that we want to really give it the best opportunity of going well as we can, and the justice it deserves. And some characters we have on the back burner because we want to be in the same room and be able to do it together. So there are certain things that we do have split opinions over, but we put them in the book. I've got a big notebook where I keep all the notes. So yeah, it's we have great conversations though, and the characters that we come up with, they're so fun to explore. And it is amazing. We have our creative juices flowing every week. And I think from lockdown, we really needed it. So it was something so special to be doing during that time, and that we're continuing to do now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing more freeing than just spending your time doing something utterly daft.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what we like. We always say, this is dumb, but that's kind of the motive as well. We would like everything to be daft and fun.
Yeah, completely. So what? So when the world does open up once again, and you're able to go out and perform live, is that what you're looking to do?
Absolutely. We'd love to put a sketch show together, and luckily we've got 60-ish sketches of influence already. It might be that we bring some of those to the stage, but then, as Katie said, we do have ideas that haven't been able to work, where we, create that illusion that we're all together, but we're not actually all together. They'd never work like that. So we have ideas on the back burner too. And yeah, we'd like to make a sketch show. Who knows where we'd go? I'm sure we'd love to tour it, because obviously we've all got connections in different parts of the country. So hopefully we can take Quirks and Foibles further, and who knows, we'd love a slot on the BBC with a sketch show.
Yeah, please, the BBC.
Well, it's been such a pleasure talking to you both. Thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about Quirks and Foibles, and we look forward to seeing what you end up doing next. Thank you very much, Katie and Amy, 2/3 of the comedy trio.